you should be able to post up to 50 megs in it. If you share it in True That.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I can't just send the folder. Do I just need to like zip it or something?
Yeah, zip it. Zip it is the best thing. We are live, even though there's probably not many people watching. You never know. People usually show up. A few people chatting here and there. We are using MegaMek 50.05 today instead of 50.0, which we have been using. There's a couple of different changes that they've done, a couple of fun improvements, but I'll have to see if it makes any major glitches. They already upgraded to 50.06. I just upgraded the version, so of course they're gonna switch it over. But it's actually not. The big change, I think, between the two is that the new version, 50.06, requires the newest version of Java. So that's always a fun time to do. I also just received a new 3D printer, well, my first 3D printer. So I'm going to be spending all my time 3D printing and messing with things. Now, I'm going to try to not go absolutely crazy on it like some people do. But yeah, it's a fun. It's a fun thing to do, and it'll help me with my various videos quite a bit because it'll be easier for me to just go like, okay, I need this and that mech, and it's not like they're common or easy to get, and I'll be able to print myself a couple and go from there. I'm already having a lot of problems this week. Like I've gotten like one or two more Merlins because I wanted to do Merlin last week, but I mean I don't have enough pictures of it. And I was expecting to get more Fire Falcons, but there just isn't that many people running the Fire Falcon, it seems, even though it's a pretty darn good mech.
Important one for Clan Jade Falcon, yeah.
I mean, everybody runs it in Ilkan. I mean, it's one of those common little mechs, it seems.
It's a Fire Falcon.
It's basically Omni Locust 2C. Why wouldn't you?
It's a little bit slower than the Locust 2C, strangely enough. But I mean, you get after chassis in bot space on a light mech, so you carry enough guns to take down much larger things. In configuration A with 2 ER large laser and a targeting computer on a 25 tonner that goes 812.
Yeah, same as the Locust 2C.
Love it. Locust 2C is faster, isn't it? 914. I think it is.
Or some versions of it are.
No, it's a basic
812.
Okay.
There is a team.
That's because it uses a standard engine.
Because I think the one that goes faster is using an XL engine.
Oh no, it uses an XXL engine.
Oh wait, are you thinking of the 2C11?
The 2C9 is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, the one that I said had an ER small laser. No, it has an ER large laser. It's a little bit more threatening than what I was saying. I made an awful mistake in that particular video, and this is life.
Yeah, it's like the 9 is the double XL engine and the XL gyro. The 8 is the 300 XL engine with an ER large laser.
And because you need speed, right? It's all that matters.
Yeah, correct. For some reason, the clan named after a bear wants most of their machines to go faster than God.
Not all of them. It does seem to be a what do you call that? A bit of a doctrinal thing. You've got some mechs that are really fast and some mechs that are really slow. And you're meant to use. We will be getting some hovercraft action, some airplane, not airplanes, VTOL action. For deployment, armor, you deploy 5X's from the north. And add to your dropship, Esperin, add yourself a Union class that will be landed in where the roads kind of do a V at the bottom in the map. It's where you're landed, and your mechs should be around the dropship as well. Does that make sense for deployment?
I think so.
If you don't want to mess with the dropship, it's okay as well. Not terribly worried. We'll say the dropship has already left. Because basically, you guys are basically caught unaware. You landed, you started unloading all of your stuff. And the radars and the sensors started going crazy with a fairly large force coming in to intercept you. Steel Viper Command managed to get Armor's unit on a dropship and drop them north of your location to try to get you off of there without too much hassle. Does that make sense?
Intervening. Yeah. Thanks for the help.
You are probably going to need it.
I expect so. I'm looking at
well,
the subject. Were any of my people supposed to gain experience?
Its experience is based per mission completed, not per character. So,
yeah, so
don't worry about it too terribly much for now. We'll
works for me. So I don't want to hold us up too much longer. Just figured if I needed to do something, that I should.
No, you don't really need to do anything. I've clicked I'm done, so if you guys are ready to go, we'll see how crazy this thing can get. All right, I'm gonna turn down my volume. Oh, where's my darn speakers? I have to move my desk.
Why the hell do I? Apparently, I have a +2 to initiative.
That's possible because you've got the lowest battle value.
All right.
You've got lowest battle value, so that wouldn't make
Okay.
sense. You have some bonus. I mean, I might have put a lot of special rules. Not too many. No, I've put like what is it? T. Remember to press T to get the nice little crenellation on the different levels. All right.
I love this little bit of rendering.
No, it really helps when you're playing to get just to know like how the different things are. It really helps. I mean, I'd love to have that on paper, but it's not like that's how it works on paper.
Was I supposed to have added a dropship to my force?
Well, if you didn't, it's okay. We'll manage.
It'll shot in a way and it's not going to get shot.
Well, basically, your main objective at the start will be to blow up the helicopters that can still probably catch up to your dropship. So that's it. That's one big threat. Then you basically have to retreat up north with your unit, which is more towards the Steel Vipers' positions.
Okay.
But the helicopter vehicles have to be destroyed, or bad things will happen.
Fair enough.
Whoa, that's fancy. That's new. As I deploy my VTOL, I've got to select deployment, choose where to deploy, on the ground, airborne, choosing the elevation. It's fancier than it was. It's interesting.
Yeah, that really helps out with the dropship deployment, where you can tell it
Oh,
to
yeah.
deploy on the ground.
Now I understand that this is a big upgrade. You also don't have to spend like 10 minutes just if you've got VTOLs and planes and everything, going through each of them and saying like, okay, deploy at that height, deploy at that height, deploy at that height, which was getting a bit annoying. Does add a little bit of complexity, but not that much. We've got a Viper, Black Python.
I'm having a. Oh. Alright. Something
Yeah, Euroscape.
All right.
Euroscape just came back, Argyle. Honestly, I think it's last year that Renegades brought it back. They had a Kickstarter for it originally, and now it's just released. Pretty much the same thing, but since they've got license for G.I. Joe Transformers, we're going to have Euroscape, G.I. Joe, and Transformers stuff. That might be a whole lot of fun.
Okay, just for the sake of my brain, which is diminishing at the moment, where do you have me deploying on this? Everywhere, and I remember you said something.
At
My brain
the
went,
lower
nope,
end of the map, there's a V in the road.
Hex 1744.
1743, 1744, around that area.
Okay. All right, works for me. This unit. Now here, and turn it this way.
The cat.
The cat?
No, it's a CPT, I know. But they want us to believe it's a cat because that's what Mad Cat apparently came from. But it makes no sense because it's a CPT. CPTL to be exact.
Yep. Which means cat must stand for something else.
Because it couldn't have been mad because the Marauder, which has the mad, which is mad, yes. If it was just giving the designations, that's not what it would say. Or if it was just the start of the name of the mech, it wouldn't work either because it would be Marcat and not a Mad Cat.
The Marcat.
The Marcat. I know Mercat, that's a character in a kids' TV show, but you know.
With the using Heroscape for hex levels, my local game shop stuff. So when we play our monthly game, we're using it rather frequently for terrain.
I would fully understand that. And with the new stuff coming out, I'm pretty sure it's going to be brought back in. It might hurt the people at X-Tech, but you never know. Hello, Disney buddies. Twitch.
Hey, Disney.
Chatting on Twitch very often. Great to see some Twitch people around.
Yeah, Dizzy's a friend.
Ah, okay. Last time it was my work coworker that asked me, like, I have no idea how you're playing this game, and yeah, I understood what he meant.
It's like, how
The guy's more of an
are you
FPS
playing?
guy. The guy's more of an FPS guy, so this is completely outside his wheelhouse.
Seconds per frame.
Well, seconds per frame happen in regular games as well, so don't laugh. Because some
gonna
people
laugh
have played
even
Virtual
harder.
Idlide, and Virtual Idlide is, at least in the Volcano, seconds per frame. Or sometimes frames per minute. It is simply that bad, yes. So it is a really. It's not that the game. No, the game's pretty damn bad, so that doesn't help. It is not a very good game. Like most Battletech games, to be honest. There we are. Yeah, the Poseidon still takes only 1x. Okay. I'm never sure with those big tripods because I know sometimes they're shown as in taking 3x's.
Is it because it's mini? Is that big?
Yeah, it's because the mini is just, catastrophically huge.
The mini takes like 4x.
They changed the mini map as well. You see, like, the vision cones and such of the various units. Bringing the good old J. Edgar.
Oh, Jedgers.
It's classic in the style of light hover tanks that cause a whole lot of problems.
Dizzy, you were not viciously beaten.
I try not to physically beat people when I play the games with them.
We've been convinced me to try out Steel Rift, so I got the basic materials and been learning how to play it. Dizzy, unfortunately, due to Dice hating him, and I mean like real bad.
Truth when it comes to losing subordinates.
Steel Rifts, I've heard of it, but I haven't dug into it. I mean, I'm way too busy with Battletech to get into anything else right now. So
I understand.
I was almost wanting to get into Digimon trading card game because I've been on a Digimon blitz for a bit, playing the games on the PS4 or 5. So.
All right.
But I decided to buy a printer instead. So that's probably a smarter thing to do.
Certainly not a bad idea.
It'll probably come in handy.
What? Wait a second. 3 deployments.
I don't have a lot of units.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I was about to say, there better be more.
I've still got a lot of deployments, but Armor's like at his last one. Bring the monster.
So, to give the briefest overview of Steel Rift, basically everything's an Omni at some level. The models, in terms of the design, it's meant to be fair.
No, that's
But
good at least.
it can work with other systems' mech design, so it's been pretty fun to run. But Dizzy was running an equivalent to a Vindicator as mediums, and I was running lights that I was using as equivalents to Locust 2C and a Fire Moth. And my lights, one of his mediums, and just blew it apart. And then the other light, or the other medium, ran afoul of my Kodiak equivalent.
Yeah, you're the last one to deploy. That's fine.
Yep.
I've got a lot of trash. I've got so much. Like, nothing good is on my side. Well, no. I do have the longbow command lance, which is really well equipped, but the rest is pretty much garbage. We will see.
What driving what game?
Unfortunately, this is the robot game, son. Wife and toddler have appeared.
That happens.
I'm going to get my last thing deployed.
Yeah.
I guess that's him kicking my phone around.
Where's your?
Right there.
We have to go upstairs. Come on. It's almost dinner time.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, goodness.
That's a big star adder. Those are pretty big.
Then there's the Ostals.
And the Ostrox. I would have used the Ost Zeros, but I don't think I've shared that file with everyone. And it's not like it would be much better. It's basically the same thing, but Omni.
Oh, I'll do that again. Luke Urban over open comms. Help! Hostiles!
Yes, there's quite a few. You are right. That's an arbiter. That's another arbiter. There's the other arbiter. Oh, I'll need to figure out what happened because I don't see the movement brackets anymore. View. Argonauts into the view. That's good. That's what I want. Okay, it's just weird. That Allender up on a hill, even though it's the LBX Allender. Not the best ones, but it's the ones that I have available. Star Hatters there. We've got Shamrock. Try to go there. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's the best way of dying.
he ran straight to our room and asked for chocolate.
For clear list. Sure.
Can you take that upstairs? Come on. Stop.
Set window position. Client settings. On site settings.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. Figuring out specific moves here.
I'm going through all sorts of things here. There's so many settings on MegaMek, it's not even funny.
Probably.
Hi.
At least there isn't a million units with ECM.
No, I'm surprised because usually I end up taking units and they just end up having ECMs. Some I've got nothing fancy. You can stay there. That's fine. Actually, no. Bit of a better deal. Biggest problem with LRM boats, you do need to see things that you want to shoot at, or at least have someone see them for you, worst case.
It requires a spotter.
Let's see. There. There. Easier if you jump. No, actually, it'll be easier if you. Yeah, just go there. That's the biggest. Turkina's a weird mech. Shouldn't have built-in jump jets. That's his biggest problem. No Omni-Mech should ever have anything built in that isn't required to be built in. But then again, the Jade Falcon built it so the paint munchers that they train in their Simcoes could use it effectively. So it probably is a reason why. Hope there's no Jade Falcon fans out there that I just insulted.
How dare you?
I'll go one step further and say that Jade Falcon is the Vegeta of Battletech.
That is an accurate statement.
Continuously warped. I'm having a hard time with this not seeing the movement overlays.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how you're supposed to turn it on, or if they completely changed it, which would be a bad thing. So,
Control Q.
show possible move, Control Q. Thank you.
Yep.
I just found it when you said it.
Alright.
forgot that jackalopes are fast. They are really fast.
Yes, here they are.
Not sure if I wouldn't like a Streak SRM6 better than ATM6 on those, though. I'd have to think about it. It's one of those mechs that I've seen on paper but never played with or against. So I'm not 100% sure how they go. Let's bring in the most annoying thing in all of my lists.
VTOLs!
Way too many warriors. I mean, they're cheap. It's not that hard to train someone on an helicopter either. No, it is decently complicated. You get to train one guy on flying it and one guy on shooting with it. So you don't have to train them to do both.
No.
Let's see if those ERPC yellow jackets are as big of a menace as the Gauss rifle ones.
To have a freaking LBX.
What cluster weapon do you have? A couple LRMs?
I have LRMs, SRMs.
A lot of rocket launchers.
I have way too many rocket launchers. Kind of my shtick. Luke Urban's particular philosophy when it comes to a mech warrior is no load, only shoot.
Those are actually, those are the decent JEDs. Modern ones with all the fancy guns and the fancy armor. Good old days. It's my turn to move. Bring more helicopters forward. And it'll be the tank's turn. On. I wonder where they're meant to go. Okay. Of course, he's gonna crash. No, he didn't crash. I'll take it. People not crashing is a start. Still calm. This is a mess.
straw.
Maybe I should have brought some tanks against armors group. I have a sneaking,
That's okay. He can have the
I have a
map.
sneaking suspicion those hosts will not perform as they should, or do the best that they can, and the best that they can is not very good. One of the two. And yeah, and overtanks can't move in. Bit more of a problematic map for a lot of overtanks. I have to be a little bit more conscious as to what I'm going to do. This is a drill sin. This is a drill sin. This is a drill sin. This is a Jedgar. At least they can go over water pretty well. Bring the J Edgars up. Bring the J Edgars up. In the best.
Okay, did you make the vehicular sound effect, or was that the game?
That's me.
Okay. That's what I heard as a dog. Yep.
Sorry, overtakes that go fast, I have to make the noise for them.
Movement checks.
Which is a surprise in my case. Generally, I already at this point I would have crashed one or two things. Okay, I do have to resize my windows to see what the two numbers are. Did you know that a Poseidon's really big?
Yes.
And it has a lot of guns. That's the more scary part for me. That's an awful lot of guns. Yeah, small lasers can't. Medium lasers can't, though. The LPX might have a chance. Okay, 12 is a number that you can roll on 2d6. I can try that. Getting that this thing was stupid.
Now this seems fishy.
Snubbies are good. It's gonna run hot. It's okay. That's gonna be a whole lot of fun. click manually the two things. It's okay. And line of sight. Woods, my worst enemy. Right then. Not shoot at the woods then. This way. What do I see here for the use of meter? There. There we go. Yellow jackets. The ASRM2s are not going to get in that range. It's the Army Commando 1. I can shoot across some and awesome mech, but I can shoot at it. At least with vehicles, it's always really easy because if you can shoot at something, you just click fire with everything, and you don't have to worry about anything else. It's just gonna do its thing. Well, nothing very useful. Okay. Condors are weird but very good tanks. Well, let's see. Okay. I have so many units. Sorry, it's taking a moment. He really doesn't see a whole lot in great position. Well, line of sight blocked by woods. You can't really do that. Okay. We are large reach. There. Okay. Let's see those guys. A little bit. Okay, here's those guys on the side. They're going to help their lost buddies.
Oh,
Oh. We'll see how long the turns are after turn ones, because many things might blow up. Or entirely not enough. All right. We have shooting everywhere there. A whole lot of fun arrows down here. They're fun arrows are gonna know their things. I can't imagine playing a game on MegaMek without simultaneous fire, or not for a thing with that many units. I don't think it would work in any way, shape, or form. Oh, we're getting
What
the
blew up?
nasties. We're getting the nasties. Okay, what funny things happen here? An ERPPC, hit the Ostrock on the arm, like that. The Arbiter just shot a few pellets at a Poseidon. Other Arbiter did a bit of damage on a Nyx. The Hollander did a bit of damage on the Catapult. The other Hollander didn't do much. Right, Ostsoul 83, yeah, doing a decent chunk of damage on the Shadowhawk C. That's what the X-Pulse lasers are for, but I'm already running at like +4 or something due to E. That's how crazy those things go. Oh, Star Adder, what's it doing? Decent chunk of damage. The reflective armor is doing what it's meant to do until the ATMs start blowing it off. That's another problem. Okay. Oops, the other Hostile couldn't have done much there. Oops, the Ag 20. Okay, I'm still conscious, but you know, it's a head in on the Ostrock 6R. It didn't like that. Reflective armor doing the job as it should. RM10 being a little damage. One snub nose BBC hit. I'll also take that. Not a bad source of damage. S3 SRM4 dealing a bit of damage. Center torso critical hit that didn't do anything good. Oh, we're getting what? Smoke? Smoke alarms? Okay. That's it. That's a
Generating cover.
Oh, well, the large pulse laser just chewed through the arm of an Ostrock, but it's just an arm on an Ostmech, so it's okay. More damage on the same thing, okay. Jackalope, one ER medium laser hit on the Arbiter, which is almost enough. A few mines, more mines. And Jackalope, hey, it doesn't take much to damage an all-ender for a Arbiter, to be honest. Nyx. Well, the Arbiter pilot is okay. He's still conscious. Okay, there's that. But he's not looking too good. More mines. More mines. Ah, oh, come on! Managed to miss with delivering a minefield. How you do that? That's terrible. The tank's not doing much. Phoenix off not doing much. Yellow Jacket not doing much. The Condor doing a good job there. And the other Condor doing a good job as well, as they are meant to do. A little bit more damage there. One of them does nothing. Centurion doesn't do much. Trilson fails. No, he delivers the minefield he was supposed to do. There's that as well, at least. Arbiter takes more damage, more mines. Hollander looking really rough after meeting an awesome. That's always a big problem. Oh, what did he lose? The left arm. Okay, the left arm's not too bad. That's just a small pulse laser. it could have been a lot worse. Oh, well, the Ostrog 5W fails its piloting skill roll, falls, breaks off his arm. Bad things happen. The other Ostrog also falls. The arm's not broken, but reflective armor when you fall down is not good, by the way. Reflective armor really doesn't like people.
So I need to stop shooting them with lasers and start kicking them.
Well, anything that has reflective armor, if you get physical attacks on them, they are gone. It's not even like, it doesn't take long. It's like almost instantaneous. They just vaporize. Because, I mean, a kick by it's a 90-ton to Star Adder, so it's 18 damage and 36 damage to a reflective armor.
Also, these had jump jets.
So as you can see, there's now a few minefields.
Yes.
I don't have any physical attacks.
One unit that will be beginning its turn in one.
Oh, it must have drifted because I didn't target the X with the Nix in. Oh well. It is a sad situation.
Drifting minefield.
I brought a lot of minefields because I don't want you to run away. Minefields are good at that.
Right, Nova is also going to heat me up.
Oh yeah, Nova generates what, 3 heat per turn?
3 heat, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of worth. I'll take taking 3 hits, 3 heat to have C3, ECM, and active probe capabilities for almost free. Can't say for free, but almost free. Lungenburg, or I don't know how it would be in German. Lungen's probably something completely different. Alright, try not to kill yourself. Yeah, he succeeded at not killing himself. I'll take that as a win. This one didn't succeed. No, he succeeded at getting up, then he failed at going down the hill. Congratulations!
Oh no.
Still trying to...
Just having a bad day trying to walk.
Well, I mean, I was trying to get him to go down a hill backwards. I mean, that sometimes works. As we've seen, it sometimes works, but not always. And in this case, it didn't. This one just lost an arm. That's not too bad. It's the other one with the reflective armor that's not looking... And it's looking okay, it's just that if anything gets close to it, it probably will regret it.
The Mix is leaving the minefield.
That is a good plan.
It's like, I'm not staying here. This is not good for my health.
It's not good for anyone's health. How big is that minefield anyways? It's a 15 minefield. Okay, so some of those are pretty big minefields as well. I'd prefer if, like, the 20s, you could multi-target and be like, lay a set of mine along your flight path, but that would be probably a little bit too good. That's the kind of stuff you see in like Armored Core, not Battletech.
Well, I mean, you've got pieces like your Aero 4 bombs can produce fast cams, and then it's an AOE.
Well, it's logical since at least that's an AOE weapon, but you know.
It creates a field of suck for whoever has to walk through it, though.
It's not going to end well when you have that large minefield basically being airdropped on top of you. All right, try not to fail your piloting rule, Mr. J. Edgar. And okay, you just skid. It's not that bad. You didn't crash into anything. We'll take skidding and not crashing. On another tank, it just means you're multi-track drifting. It's fine. It's fine.
It'll be
You will
okay.
not die right away. These guys are not in great positions. The J. Edgar's moved in closer, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to shoot anything. That's the problem.
Right. How much is in that turret? It has all of its weapons in its turret.
J. Edgar's? Yeah.
Yeah.
J. Edgar's and Condors have a fully armed turret. The basic J. Edgar is, very good for its era. But those more modern ones can get quite scary. Because of all the fun stuff you can add on top of it, basically.
Oh, but you're moving up next to the catapult.
It's got to try something. The pilots of the Allanders and the Arbiters, by the way, are as green as can be in terms of what kind of pilot they are. Because those things are being mass produced right now just to fill up the militia ranks and hope for the best, basically.
Fair enough.
And okay, you go. great field training for the survivors. There hasn't been any survivors in the Arbiters or the Allanders at this point. Then again, they are fighting elite clan warriors, not the best people to hang around with if you're trying to train.
It's like when you're trying to train and the clanners keep saying training means live fire and shooting you.
I mean, we're training them. If they survive,
We are training them. Standing lead poisoning. Ignore the perforations.
and eyesight burns from the lasers.
Osric has extended torso twist anyways, doesn't it?
Which one?
The Ostrogs? Or Ostals?
No. They don't have any super fancy quirks. Are the quirks active? That is another
Do they
question.
enable the quirks?
Should be.
I don't think I turned them off, so.
Now, they're definitely active because in that last turn's damage report, there were multiple glancing blows listed on things with narrow profile.
That works. But I did set up the regular glancing blow rules as well, so I'd have to check.
That might have been that then.
I'd have to check.
Well, that'll be fun because they'll stack.
Wolverine.
So thank you for giving me the excuse to have the Marauder take a quarter damage from stuff.
Go there. You're in the woods. It's better than nothing.
So Osric still has their low profile.
Alright, so I guess things are somewhat as how they're supposed to be.
But now extended torso twist.
We will see how things go after things start going up. Okay, I think there's a blue dot on the map. I think that's the center of the entire map. It is just weird looking at the map itself.
They can jump really freaking far. Why am I worried about this crap? I can just jump.
What, on the jackalopes?
Yes.
You're evil little rabbits.
I'm saying they're worried about my movements. I'm like, wait, no, they can jump. What am I?
Well, it's not a mech you're used to using, so it's kind of normal that you don't know all about them.
To be fair, those two pilots started off in locusts, so
I mean, it's a big
physically
upgrade
speaking
compared to a
upgrade.
locust. That's a That would be night and day compared to a locust.
I mean, it was full on the rocket launcher locusts. So
Those are fun though.
they were fun.
But it's not like they last very long. They do have that tiny little issue on them.
I see that.
Well, we'll have
I see the attack helicopters are moving in to target the Poseidon.
well,
Just means they're in SRM range.
I mean, those
Yes.
warriors are
Yes, it does.
monsters, okay? That's all they do is be awful to everybody that they meet. That's all warriors are good for, being awful. I mean, two of them are in front of, are around the longbow as well.
Okay, well, I'm not doing the thing I just clicked because that's horrifying. But I was about to DFA one of the helicopters.
That I'm not sure it would work. I'm warning you. I'm not sure it would work.
That's why I'm not doing it. It's like it allows it, and it tells you what the difficulty is. I ain't doing that. It's like a 3% chance of hit.
Better than I expected, actually.
It's like, this will hit on a 12. It's like, well, that's cool, but I'm not doing it.
I have left to move. I don't think I've got anything left to move. I'm trying to think. You got to kick an helicopter. No, they're not. They're not at low enough level for you to kick them. But bunting helicopters.
Yeah, I don't think they're low enough. Gets on elevated hill, helicopter flies low, gets kicked.
I do think physical attacks deal their standard damage on the rotors. So there wouldn't be a rotor left from a kick. Other RV. Oh yeah, that one lost its small laser. It lost an arm already. All right. LB-10s are good weapons. You can use them. Had trouble strut my overeat. It's okay. You, however, do not. So try not to agree too much. Oh, yeah, he's on the floor. He doesn't see Jack. Okay, that's not. Thing runs a little bit hot, but not too bad. Okay. Oh yeah, but those I only brought thunders. We have a choice to continue to mine things with these things. No. Oh. This. Do you see anything interesting? Thunderbolt. That's interesting. That's an interesting thing to shoot at. It's a longbow that's interesting to shoot at as well. Okay, this guy does just a little bit too far for me. Big next. Condor. Catapult? Yeah, that sounds good. Condor on the Marauder. Also fun. $14 is a bit of a high number to roll, so that's not going to happen. This one doesn't see jack. But that's my Arbiter. I shouldn't be shooting at my own Arbiter, should I? I mean, I can. You guys probably wouldn't mind, but...
I won't complain.
I mean, friendly fire is turned on, so...
Was it?
There's a few situations in which I would consider switching over. Jedgar. Okay. 13 I can't hit. 11 another Jedgar. You've got a black python right behind you. Probably should defend yourself. Do you see it? Who does? Hey, this is going to be weird. Here. I have a feeling things are also going to be weird this turn. I'm not laying as many minefields, though. I am targeting a few targets. Trying to deal some damage.
I see things still alive.
Arbiting. Hollandering. I mean, LBX do a little bit of damage everywhere. That's wonderful when it does. Jackaloping. It goes real quick with ATMs. Okay, the other Hollander did nothing. that's ERPPC to the center torso. That makes a difference. That's an SRM6 that causes a consciousness roll. Oh, I did blew up my searchlight, but that's not a huge problem. Oh, there's that Ostsoul 8F took quite a bit of damage there. Did hit the Ostsoul, the one of the two Black Python, decently though. 2 large X-Pulse laser is a decent amount of damage. Oh, there's an engine hit on an Arbiter. That's not gonna buff out. I'm sorry. One ER medium laser out of the three big guns. 3 guns. That's the smallest one that hits. It's a glancing blow on top of it, so it just does. Ooh, I see an ATM 12 hitting with 12 5 explosive missiles. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot better, but could have been worse. Both ATMs could have hit. There you go. Ooh, an engine hit on an Ostsoul 8E. That's the end of that chapter. The Knicks earning the Turkina. Actually, pretty darn good too. Well, a glancing blow, but 3 hits. It's better than nothing. Well, a little bit more damage on the Black Python. Phoenix Hawk, medium lasering at Hollander. LRM-10, LRM-10ing a Ostrock, dealing an okay amount of damage. Oh, motive hit. Upper tanks. Why do you take so many? Well, lost an arm on an Ostrock. That's what the arms are there for. They're there. Oh well, while it blacks out, that could be a bigger issue. Right arm destroyed by falling over. Well, no, not by falling over. Right arm destroyed. He's going to fall over. It's more funny. The Centurion doesn't do much. Longbow delivers some minefields, but misses with his LRM. That's sad. Another motive hit. Oh, vehicle immobile on a J. Edgar. That's not a good thing at all. The Archer missing at the Awesome. Hollander taking a medium laser. Ooh, gyro hit on a Hollander. Oh, that's gonna fall as well. More minefield delivered. Thunderbolt hits with a machine gun. Only thing that hits is the machine gun. I mean, I'll take it. Gauss rifle to the Thunderbolt. That's a bit more of a problem. Tandem charges, not tandem charging. I mean, the chances are fairly low. I mean, I have them, so I use them. Awesome. Surprising no hit on the Awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Condor. Oh, gyro hit on the Catapult. That's bad as well.
Yes.
1, 2, 3 ER medium lasers. More ER medium lasers going all over the place. Rotor damage on one of the Warriors. He lost one of his SRM2 as well. That's not fun. More minefields. DMX pulse laser misses. Engine hit with a tandem round. There. Tandems are reimbursed. There you go. Oops, Inferno's hitting an helicopter. That's usually bad, isn't it? It's usually really bad. Oh, pilot injured. Whoa. Well,
Screw your passenger seat.
Hollander falls down. Ostsoul falls down. Other Ostsoul falls down. No, he succeeds. Okay.
Your Hollander that fell down. Longbow commands Hollander the Phoenix Hawk.
He's
I'm
gonna
about to
get
get
kicked,
kicked.
isn't he?
Yes.
Time for kicking.
Cooking. What can I do in terms of physical attacks? I can kick as well. Your catapult got a gyro in, but didn't fall, surprisingly. Which is a... Oh, everything else that I could have physical attacked with messed up. Oops! You just lifted the J. Edgar up in the sky with your kick. It flew for one brief moment, shining like a star.
Kick the hip off the Ostrock.
Oh god! Well, no, it's because the kick was hard enough that the entire leg just shifted 5 feet back. I mean, basically, your kick would have dealt 11 damage, but you dealt 17 as actual damage. Then the rest of the internal. Okay, now the catapult falls over. You did manage to immobilize a condor with a marauder kick. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually.
That was hilarious. Stop moving.
I mean, the thing is, with a light an heavy overtake, I mean, you just stomp on the back, it just lifts up, and it just stays stuck. How terrible this can be. Now there's smoke everywhere. And there's an Ostol at the 16E. Ouch. I mean, there is also a one of the Vipers that's going to run a little bit odd.
8 heats.
We're already at the point where some people are going to start abandoning vehicles. I'm not saying the people you're fighting are very courageous or, reckless. They're more. We do want to fight, but we don't want to die for the cause. I don't know. I'm not sure how you would say that.
They are. They're not fanatical.
They want to protect their planet. We'll go with that. They want to protect their planet. Make sure it's well defended, and maybe the bad people from the clans move away. Thing is, when you have one battalion that's well trained and the rest is actual militias, the chances of that happening are much lower than they technically should be. There, he didn't crash that time. Okay. I don't know where you're gonna go. Yeah, stay there. You saw plenty of stuff to shoot. It's not like a Nyx is going to destroy a Turkina. That would be impossible. Turkinas are invincible. Custom police mech, I mean, I wouldn't use rockets on a police mech. I would use, there's a whole lot of other things I would use on a police mech. Generally machine guns with rubber rounds and various forms of SRMs. I think there's LRMs also that you can, well, regular LRM smoke is going to be bad enough, but you could probably fill them with pepper spray or whatever. probably would be nasty enough.
Mace.
Yes, LRN mace. That would be what you would call those.
60 Yellowstone can still move.
Got a pilot with 4 its already there. Ouch. Lost both the arms. He's KO. So technically I would have ejected that pilot, but you can't eject when you're knocked out.
He hasn't taken any engine hits, hasn't lost any weapons.
Yeah, but he lost the hip. Would he be able to get back up? Possibly.
I don't think so.
But I have a feeling he'll die before he gets back up.
Okay, we got Gordon up and moved.
We got a catapult managed to get out of the way. That's a start. Woods are on fire.
Yeah, that's why they're out of the way. Like, nope. Not waiting for that to resolve.
Not it. That is not a safe thing.
I will return shortly.
The arbiters are not looking good either. Those things are not bad. They're just not lucky. Ooh, that's hard. It's an hard thing to do. Still trying that up. All right, well, let's keep harassing that one damaged Viper.
It still has most of its armor.
Yeah, I mean, tandem rounds just randomly cause issues, which is very good, but also very bad. So you do have to be careful with them.
Hey, Mike, if we didn't answer you a little bit earlier, we're technically playing Vengeance Era, which is alternative to Ilk Clan.
Would be 30-55 by this point. Because unlike CGL timelines, I have a tendency to think that things take time, which might be weird. So in CGL timeline, a lot of stuff happened in 6 months. A whole lot of stuff happened in 6 months.
It's like all the things happen suddenly. Chonky maneuvers going on.
Trying to figure out how we're gonna do things.
Hmm.
I know I'm restricting you by putting minefields in places. That can be a problem.
You're jammed, you're prone, but are you actually going to be able to get up?
Shouldn't be so difficult to get up. In piloting 4, I still got both my arms. I can still prop myself up to get up. It's not that bad, but I mean, I'm running very odd, so you have to be careful about that. Okay, he's got an heavy deadly utility. True armor critical. That's why he got an engine in. Am I gonna be courageous and get right next to the Poseidon to get kicked? That would be fun.
Kicked by a 125-ton mech.
It's only 25 points of damage. It's not that bad, is it? This guy, I don't know. I don't know where that Star Adder is gonna go, so I shouldn't be moving this guy just yet. Try to just at least move back. Okay, that worked. You have to, when you click turn, you have to turn in the right direction, or things get confusing. Right. Marauder hasn't moved yet. Okay, these guys forward instead. All right.
So I got up, didn't move far, fell over. And then there's all the yellow jackets.
I have arbiters still to move. That poor guy. I have a Hollander with a jackalope in its back. That's also not going to end well.
I'm running into the issue that I have very little that I actually want to move.
That gets to be a problem sometimes, yes.
Trying to check something. Huh. Yeah, okay. Patches is gonna try.
Always good to at least try, okay? That's the important bit.
It's like you opened up the back of something to him within jumping distance.
It's worth taking. Let's bring some condors forward. There's a traffic jam in that middle part there.
He also has Pharaoh. So he'll take advantage.
I think there was one Ost Soul with reflective and one Ost reflective. CGL has been happy to put reflective on a lot of stuff. And I kind of like it because reflective is probably the better of the special armor types, at least in my opinion. Really ballistic reinforced, that is, it sounds very good on paper, and then you start putting it on mechs and you're like, this is not very good. 12 points of armor per ton is not enough. Definitely. Even if it reduces AC, Gauss rifles, and missile damage in half, it's not big enough to be worded. Not in my opinion, at least.
With reflective, you're going to get hit by an energy weapon at some point.
What doesn't have an energy weapon is the better question. Like the Degener 2C, the Javelin. That's about it.
One of the Tarkinas you're fielding.
Oh yeah, the Turkina A has a lot of Gauss rifles. I do agree that Turkina A has
Twin Gauss, twin LRM.
That is a nasty bird.
Yeah. Though to be fair, it's also, which means it could still have energy.
I mean, the basic is 2 ERPPC, 2 LB5, 2 LRM15, which is an entire other set of problems for most people.
Yeah, it's like when it comes to reflective armor, to me, it's like reflective armor is really solid, realistic, strictly because you're already going to be moving fast enough that most of what they're going to try to hit you with is pulse lasers.
Yeah, with modern equipment, I would fully agree. I'm okay putting it on bigger things anyways. I mean, plan reflective only takes 5 crits to put in, so it's the okay investment in size of things. Even the inner steer one's only 10 crits. It's less than their ferrofibrous. and I think it's better than Innersphere Ferrofibrous by a long shot. Innersphere Ferrofibrous is really not good. It's really not very good. It's dirt cheap, and it's easy to put on just about everything, so there's an advantage to it. But outside of that, it's not very good. 14% increased armor is not enough for most situations. I have a Wolverine behind me. It's not a good sign.
It's not behind you.
It's behind a Hollander.
Oh no, it's not. It is.
Oh, it says that from above now. That's even worse.
Correct. Like I said, Patches is trying.
That's gonna end poorly. That's gonna end poorly.
It's gonna end badly for everyone involved.
Yeah, like everybody involved is gonna dislike what happened there. Nobody had dinner that night.
Just do that by running. I'm just gonna do that by running. I didn't skip. I'll take it. That took long enough. My
Yes.
apologies.
I think nobody's winning in this situation, Argyle. I think many things are happening, but none of them are good.
But I can lose slower.
It's more a question of who's going to lose more. I think that's the best way to look at it. There's a big, scary star here. Better at least try to shoot at it while I'm down just a little bit, because that's all I can really do with that engine on a X-Pulse laser bolt. If I twist this way, got a better chance. Star Hatter, snub those PPCs.
Well, this past week has brought a sharp-shifting tone across the market. Moody's downgraded U.S. sovereign credit strictly in the country of its final triple-A rating. Meanwhile, Treasury rates spiked for the 10-year, pushing about 4.45%.
Does the Archer see anything useful?
This issued one of the strongest points yet. Tony's credit markets are full of bad risk and warned that inflation is
Hey, I can use those swarm missiles I brought. Hey, I can use swarm missiles. Let's see how bad those things get. I'm gonna do a silly. I'm gonna flip the arms on the Turkina and try to shoot that Nix with my Gauss rifles.
I mean,
it might work. We'll take it. That's the goal. Goal is to try to do some damage to some things. I mean, a pair of Gauss rifle, if a Gauss rifle hits a Nix, period, things are going to go bad. So, yeah. Chances to it are not great, but they're better than nothing. That Centurion looks a little bit more threatening right now since it's right in front of me. He's dead X. Mine it. There, right in front of the Thunderbird. That's where the machine gun's gonna come in handy. It's the sheer amount of tandem rounds that I'm bringing that's could cause me an issue. One SRM2 with tandem rounds is not a huge threat, but you know, 4 J Edgars, 4 Warriors, all sorts of other things. So you've got enough tandems flying, bad things are going to start happening.
yeah. All right.
All right. All right. Arbiter doesn't do much. Other Arbiter cluster rounds from an cluster rounds. It's always good. Oh, that's an ERPPC. That makes a hole. It's an ER medium laser that makes even bigger holes. More head hits. Why do you hit my head so much? Why do my pilots keep blacking out? That's mean. They're not
Whoa, cluster damage be upon ye.
Oh yeah, that SRM6 was deadly. Especially with blowing off the right leg with a crit. That SRM6 paid for itself. That's an awful lot of SRM6, by the way. That's way too many SRM6. That's a Hollander hitting a catapult. Catapult's not going to be in a very good shape pretty quickly. A little bit more damage would be awesome. Jackalope chewing through the armor of a poor Hollander. Oof! I see ATM 12s hitting. That's usually not good.
The head. So it doesn't matter.
Well, and the pilot's no longer blacked out. He's dead. Left torso destroyed. It is very dead. And now then the J. Edgars are stunned and engine destroyed on top of them. The blood asps are blood asping quite a bit there. Hey, my medium X pulse laser that I shot with the Ostel that's like crazy did hit him.
Hag hit with all projectiles.
At short range, it's pretty easy to hit with all projectiles.
Yeah, but it has a minimum range.
Yeah, so well, it's like most gouts. It's half of your short range bout, so it's not too bad. An LRM-10, those guys are not looking very good anymore. Hey, the Osel 8F does manage to bring in the damage on the blood aspect. There is that. Well, one of the warriors took a few hits. The Nyx. Oh, I was expecting more. Oh, well, the SRM-6 did quite a bit.
Oh, no, I'm fucking mad about the Nyx.
I do like the direct blow rules with missiles and cluster rounds, which gives you a bonus to your hit rolls, to your cluster rolls. Makes it more balanced a little bit, I think. More useful. To stun those PPCs, doing stun those PPC things. J. Edgar taking multiple hits and only a heavy damage to its motive system. And that's a win. That's a win. One on RM-20. Oh, AMS engaged. That means not many missiles hit, but, better than nothing. Phoenix Hawk chewing through the Arbiter. Viper chewing through a vehicle immobile on AJ Edgar. That's usually bad. Oh, yay! My swarm LRMs destroyed my own warrior.
That's what ice swarms for.
That's why I should use ice worms. You are right. Okay, the others did hit, so there's a bit of damage there. Well, small laser blown off the left, blew out the left torso of the Arbiter. Well, and the right torso's not looking that much better. Well, the Turkina hit with both of his Gauss rifles. Okay, the Nyx has a bit of an issue now. Thunderbolt has some damage. Warrior. Oh, I damaged a rocket launcher 10, so nothing critical was destroyed there. 4 chip damage. ERPPC doing pretty good damage on C.
1 in 10,386. Odds of getting.
Ooh, the awesome did score this turn though. 3 PPC hits that are very clean. Another ERPPC dealing some damage. Catapult losing another rocket launcher 20. It's not a terrible situation. Ooh, the tandem
I'm not so
rounds.
worried about that.
The tandem rounds on the Centurion though did a nasty bit of damage. The flight stabilizer damage, rotor damage. Yeah, those warriors are not going to be going for much longer. Whoa, another tandem charge doing the work there. 2 engine hits on a blood ass. Ouch. That's an awful lot. Marauder doing quite a bit of work on the other one of the warriors. 2 hits on the rotors. It's usually pretty bad. Now all sorts of people falling over all over the place.
Let's see.
try to do one kick. Not much heat this guy can do. A double engine hits is much better than I expected to get from that. Alright, what's the damage? Well, there's one J. Edgar that's no longer a J. Edgar. There's an Arbiter doing a little bit of damage with a kick. Shadow Hawk doing a decent amount of damage with a kick. Phoenix Hawk blowing out the drive axle off a Condor. Wait, what happened to that helicopter?
It got stomped on by both mechs next to it.
It looks very bad. I know. It is very bad. Oh! The Wolverine did manage its death from above, and then fell over. But it's better than nothing.
Wait, hold on. Tempting DFA. No, he missed his DFA.
He missed.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay, I see it. I thought I saw damage.
That's when you miss it.
Yeah, I've never had good experiences with death from above. I will tell everybody about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he remained conscious, but he needed a 5 to avoid. Let's see, what was it? Well, you auto fall over when you miss a DFA, but
strangely enough, DFA I would make a little bit better. If I could play with the rules, I'd make DFA a little bit better than what it is. Because I've never had it really work well in any situations.
I mean, the things I can think of that you could do to fix it would mostly involve either upping the damage or giving it an accuracy bonus as though it were a kick.
That's probably what I would do as well, and not auto fall when you fail it, because you're trying to jump on top of someone, he moves away, you're still gonna be standing. Jam the mobile.
Nah, it's a from the top rope elbow drop.
Yeah, there is that.
You got to do the.
There is that too.
Times a wrestler coming from the top rope lands on their feet. Most of the time, they do not.
Well, it's not the 80s anymore, old man. Now people do all sorts of high-flying stuff.
Yes. And they
get
belly
injured
flop
3 times
a lot.
more and they get injured 3 times more. Not more than they used to. People used to get injured a whole lot back in the days as well. Let's face it.
I think the biggest distinction you have now is that they're getting better medical care so the minor injuries don't turn into huge ones.
That's the biggest thing. That's really the biggest thing. And they don't treat every single injury with just take more morphine or heroin or whatever. No, the Republic of the Sphere. The change is right after the failure of the right after the Battle of Terra and the Wolves taking Terra. So the Republic of the Sphere is no longer around. I basically used the Hour of the Wolf / Ilclan trial or whatever that source book is as the last official source book that I would use in this particular time.
do in fact have a spam block.
Yeah, I thought I banned. Well, I banned it from the thing on my side, but I mean, I should have.
Okay.
I tried to move the Hollander and it blew up. Is that normal?
What?
Did it follow?
Oh shit!
The beauty of things. The beauty of things that happened in Battletech.
It's like to the damage from the PPCs from last turn.
I mean, it tried to get up, and it was like that, Grandma.
Oh. Okay, I know what happened. It failed to stand.
Yes, failing to stand is always a major issue.
So I suppose we'll see in the movement report what specifically happened.
And we'll probably laugh.
Yeah, if I have to, it is probably that it fell and something.
Or the ammo in the LDX. It's not a Gauss on this one. It's
That actually,
so.
ammo explosion might actually be a more fitting reason for that.
But it was heavily damaged, so there's that too. Those sacrificial arbiters and Hollanders, they're doing what they're meant to do, but geez. Blood Bowl it teaches people a whole lot of things. Not many are useful in long term. Or,
So to give some chuckles, I recently finally got around to starting MechWarrior 5 clans. I had vowed to myself that I would wait until there was some kind of DLC or patch to make it functional. And two, I was going to wait until I had a HOTA setup to play it with, because set up years and years and years, and I wanted to get one set back up so that I could either play for myself or play with my son later on. I feel like a moron trying to play any PGI property with HOTAS.
It is very odd. I mean, I always played it on MechWarrior 5. I always played it with a controller, so I can't really tell you how we would feel with something fancier than that. Let's say,
yeah. It ended up being, it's like I'm getting used to it again, but part of the issue is that until the DLC came out, you couldn't actually save adjustments to your controller sensitivity.
Ugh, that is not
without going file.
Mm-hmm. Which is usually not a good thing. No. Yeah.
That's a sign of bad programming.
I will be honest. I wouldn't give PGI too much of a bad time about bad programming.
Mm-hmm.
They are a AA company. They are not, EA. They are not BioWare. They are not Ubisoft. yes, we should expect better from everyone, but
It's like I'm not super bothered by it. Like it's something that once they were aware, they worked out a way to fix it and implemented it. It just took a while. So I'm not as bothered about it. It was just a functionality issue.
I do like how they behave most of the time as a company, especially with, well, maybe not before, but with clans and the new expansion. Their community managers are not being weirdos. Their marketing is functional. Nothing weird about what they're doing, which is more than we can say about a lot of companies nowadays.
That's true.
I need to figure out how to transfer files to that printer now and how to print with it at some point.
Oh. Oh, that's why. I was trying to figure out why the Knicks didn't want to move when I stood it up. It's like, oh, because it's missing a leg.
Yes, it has a tendency to miss a leg after being shot by a gas rifle.
All right, well.
There's another trader that showed up. Okay.
Yeah, so that was him ejecting.
Yeah, well, I realized that. It's better than blowing up trying to stand up, at least.
Yeah.
Well, it was gonna get
out.
stomped by the Turkina next turn, so probably better to eject.
Yes.
Let's try that. Try that. Got almost all the drill sets back still. All right, you can go.
All the hovers are moving.
Should probably move them more, but
Trying to figure out why this other Hollander ended up prone.
Damage. It has a gyro in it. Usually causes some issues.
Someone broke his hip.
They're not the toughest thing around.
Well, they most certainly are not.
I personally prefer this version with the LBX and the 2 medium lasers to the standard one with the Gauss rifle, just because you've got a little bit more utility out of it, but it's less of a funny mech that's just, a walking gun.
Yeah. That is frustrating. Okay.
Is the little manual I've got for the printer tells me like, oh yeah, this is how you link your phone to your printer and to your account and everything. And I'm like, yeah, that's all cool and everything, but how do I link my computer to the damn printer?
Solid question.
So, sometimes I have good ones. Sometimes I have good ones.
Things like connect them both to your Wi-Fi. Apparently, your computer will figure it out.
That is a silly thing, but I had not going in my printer settings and try to see if it finds a printer. Let's see. It's spinning. That's my HP printer. Yeah, it doesn't connect it.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure it would detect it. So.
Okay. What? Oh. I apparently got disconnected.
Ooh.
All right, give me a second. I'm reconnecting. It did reconnect me. So apparently, minor issue. Though I am not currently associated to me, it would seem.
How do I re-add you to that?
Let's see, it should be under Game Edit Bots.
Type ghost, keep as a ghost, replace with princess.
Doesn't have replace
only
with
put you as the bot. No, I don't have the option to re-add you. You're back in the game, or?
Yeah, I'm back in.
It's weird. Normally it should just put you back in immediately. Player settings. No, that's my regular settings. I don't see any other options on there. Player 1, Luke Urban, type ghost. And I can keep as ghost or replace with princess are my only options.
Huh. Well, that is special.
Might be a problem with the new version. You rejoin with the same name.
Yeah.
Because I don't see you on my. It says Luke Urban 2 disconnected. So you were like as a separate name.
All right, I'm trying to reconnect. There it goes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's got me now. Let's see if I can actually complete this movement now, because
it was failing before.
It's the third time I've tried.
Is it?
Yeah. Let's see if it'll do it. Okay, it completed the movement.
That is a good thing to hear.
Okay, here's silly, stupid problems.
And it's playing MegaMek. Not much else you can do.
Yep, yay Java.
Let's see. I played when I played against Alkite the other day. I mean, that was Australian internet more than anything else, you know. But
Argyle maintenance sometimes.
But on a network issue, it has a tendency not to. I will tell you right away from experience, because I've had users. Uh,
Said.
anybody
You yell at it.
that
Yeah.
said, the all of Bell Canada went down for about 45 minutes in Canada this afternoon. It was something. It was probably not a good thing for their poor customer service guys. I do have their software now that I downloaded, so that's probably part of it. Because I need to print a whole lot of Woodsman if I want to be able to do that Woodsman video at some point. I mean, regular printers are the devil. 3D printers are just take you a whole lot of time. That's the big difference. But regular printers are the devil, especially nowadays. Can't remember which company basically can brick your printer from the remote if your credit card's not on file, it's not the right one. Like
HP.
HP. Like, fuck off.
A Wendigo thing, and she's like, "Oh well, the credit card we had on file expired, so we just went ahead and disabled your printer." In unrelated news, I am now radicalized.
There you go. Yeah, the Allender landed on his ammo while trying to get up.
It's like, well, that explains why you're dead.
Weirder things have happened. Oh, jeez. It's not how it's supposed to happen. This is not how it was supposed to happen.
It's not supposed to be this way. How did it turn out like this?
You're running away. You run away. You see nothing from where you are. Okay, that could be an issue.
That's frustrating. Huh?
Archer also doesn't see much, but a little bit more. Let's try to not shoot my swarms at something that could hit my other guys this time. Be the smarter thing to do. Well, I'm going to keep flipping those arms on that turkey now. It worked last time. Let's try it again. much. That. You can shoot that awesome, can you? Yeah, you can shoot it awesome. You know where it is. You can shoot it. J. Edgar tries to do what J. Edgars do. All right. In Office Space, the big problem with that movie is that it's supposed to be a comedy, but the more you look at it, the more of a tragedy it actually is. It is really sad. Wait. Ooh. Okay, it's all the brand, so. That's what I. Yes, I went with the cheapest possible printer. That's me starting out. Okay, plugins. Authorized access. That's fine. I'm at home on my printer. Want to install the update? Oh yeah, install the updates. Making statues. This is fun. Yes, I want to do a bunch of Battletech miniatures, but I'm probably going to start doing some dumb shit with it as well. That's the beauty of 3D printing. Start making dumb stuff for the kids, dumb stuff for yourself. Ooh, okay. Not going to do that while I'm streaming. Finding I can't let that. Oh no! Then now the bad things are going to start. Well, the LB10X didn't do anything terrible to the Posidon,
More things getting immobilized.
and more little folks with an LBX. Nope. A Jackalope just immobilized a Condor. That's not good.
Well, that makes the following kick a little less useful.
Well, it's still gonna get kicked. Well, an ER large laser just shaved off shaved off the left arm and most of the left torso. Okay, well that's bad. Well, some LRMs hit on one of the Star Adder. That's a start. Failed to deliver. An ER medium laser failed to deliver a minefield. I wonder why.
What?
I thought I had selected my MML5. It was the ER medium laser. My bad.
Why was deliver minefield?
That is a very good question, and we'll have to ask the devs. The Archer fails. The Shadowhawk. Oh well, said it's not looking very good. It's not looking very good, and then a J Edgar blew up. Well, that's what happens to J Edgars, I guess. What a Thunderbolt did take quite a bit from the LRMs of the Salamander. Hollander took another medium laser hit. That Turkina is better at shooting behind than shooting in front. It's insane. And Gauss rifles are still the best weapon in the game. Not that good, but it's a damn good weapon. Yellow Jacket taking some damage. Hitting the catapult for a little bit. Marauder saved from all the crits. Medium pulse laser hitting
Still fell
jacket. I mean, I did shoot it
Still
quite a
fell
bit.
over.
Yeah, I did shoot it quite a bit there. Medium laser damage, heat sink damage. Half movement on a Condor. Centurion taking a decent amount of hits as well. I mean, I think I had 3 Condors shooting at the Marauder, and I mean, I started hitting the actuators. Bad things happen when that happens. Drillson blew off a PPC on the Awesome. Then the Thunderbolt immobilized the Drillson with a machine gun shot. Well, that's bad. The Arbiter's still up. Well, no, I don't know if he's still up or down. He might very well be down. Well, the Rotor just took a PPC. That's also bad. Sensors destroyed on one of the Warriors. More damage from the Marauder. Catapult hit a PPC once again on the Rotor. That's Arbiter standing up, Hostile standing up, Centurion fell, Thunderbolt fell, Marauder fell, and Star Adder's still up. Okay. Few things happened this turn.
Alice is finally going to kill it.
I mean, are you kicking the prone, immobile Hostile? You kicked it so hard in the arm that you blew out the engine.
It's still not dead.
Well, the Condor just had its ammo explode from a kick. That's certainly a thing.
And the Poseidon missed stomping on the other Condor.
That's... that was a 4. I mean, it's possible, but it's bad luck there.
Yeah.
Just target 2 because of the dedicated pilot.
It's like right now, it's like the way my dice are acting, I would be putting them in an oven.
Don't do that to your dices. That's what you do when you want to cheat.
Microwave them for 30 seconds.
I had some weird experiences in some Warhammer tournaments, let's say. With some people having a tendency to roll far more 6s than they should. We'll go with that. Oh, they fixed the flee. They fixed fleeing.
You can do it immediately.
You can do it immediately. This is a huge change. That's a game changer.
You mean I can run away right now? Rather than...
No, you have to be on your turn, but you have to be just on the side and have still a movement point left, it seems. Which is an error I made last turn, because that hostile would have run away, and one of the warriors would have run away as well. So,
though it does... Apparently can't do that with units that have been removed from the initiative order by way of immobilization.
well. That is possible, I will. I mean, it's a new thing, which, well, maybe it came from before 5005, but it's the first time I see it.
Yeah. Oh, right. Get up.
Okay, finally detected my printer. Okay. We've got things going here. We've got things going. I've got enough RAM in my computer that I won't have any problems with that, but my computer's terrible, but I've got 48 gigs of RAM in it, so I know for sure that it should be enough RAMs for anything. And try playing Battletech with all the mods. You will need this kind of RAM in order to be able to run at a speed that's reasonable. The game isn't even that power intensive, but it's just the amount of RAM you need for it is insane. With the mods. Without the mods, it's perfectly reasonable, but it's running like Battletech 3062 and all those things get very, very nasty, very, very quick.
Right, you crit out my leg, as well as the engine.
That's my best course of action. Something like that. Something like that. Archer. I mean, those are actually not standard arbiters. It's either. I mean, those are the fancy arbiters with actual Battletech technology in them, rather than the not very good technology. There is that. The regular arbiter is just a heavy rifle. You're not going to be doing much with a heavy rifle. It's like
He ain't surviving either.
It's an AC. I mean, it's like a bad version of the AC-5. If you can imagine that, a heavy rifle is a bad AC-5. That's just how bad an heavy rifle really is.
Okay, did we clear off a bunch of VTOLs?
They flew across the map.
Fly somewhere.
They left solo. End up seeing those later.
Okay, I thought so. Alright.
Okay, well, nothing catastrophic. Okay, I did get a warning on my phone. When it buzzes like that, it's a warning on my phone. It's not a catastrophic. Nothing that I need to worry about, let's say. Not immediately.
That was a minefield, damn it. Okay.
There's a few of those around.
No, I think the icon on that specific hex did not show up on my end. Otherwise, I would not have done that. But whatever. It's done now. Luke's not smart.
No, that we already knew, so we're fine.
No, it dies. And Average Joe's Gymnasium dies. And I bring in the Globogem Purple Cobras.
Where the hell did I stick that? I have an STL folder. That's where I stick that. Of course. You know when you're dumb and you don't remember things. There's a feeling you know well.
Unfortunately. Armor, I appreciate you drawing some of the heat here. Or hell, a lot of the heat here.
Rob. Ooh, something.
Victor Steiner on Twitter is a great guy for making those making STLs, by the way. Just want to put that out there. I might be printing an entire regiment of those things. Maybe not a regiment, but at least a good chunk of those. Not like they're so damn rare. The Woodsman, I think I've seen like 2 pictures of it online. That's about it. Not the most common thing around.
It would probably be more common if it weren't.
It's a simpler Mad Cat.
Yeah, it's a Mad Cat with a mask rather than a big engine.
Yeah.
Is that good? I'm not sure. Technically, you can run every single Mad Cat configuration on it. It's got the same pod space, and you've got enough room inside to do every single one of the configurations. So there is that. You've got about the same armor. You've got the same internal. You're a bit slower unless you turn on your mask. Is it good? Is it bad? It's hard to say. It's one of those situations where I'm not 100% sure if it's worded or not. You're prone. You're You're missing a leg and an arm. You need a 7 to eject. Things could be worse. I mean, we've seen someone splat themselves on the side of a canyon wall, so yes, things could be worse. Quite a bit, actually. There has been some weird things going on in this particular campaign. Okay, it's not all been funs and games, especially if you're Druth and you have your secondary pilot always dying on you.
I'm actually worried about running an operation with him later on. With the resurgence storyline for Druth, because his group's going to Santander 5 to try and find Esbern Rand during the period that he's missing. And his second on that one, it's going to real suck if she dies the same way.
People keep dying.
It's like, why do my people keep dying? Well, I mean, maybe be more tactical with them. I don't know.
No, he gets bad. Well, the first time, yes, it was probably his fault. He should have been moving his units more. But the second time, it's just bad luck. Just sheer bad luck. Getting crits where he shouldn't have. And I'm not nice. I'm not playing. I'm playing quickly, but I'm not nice compared to like sometimes I would be playing nice with some people when I play online. Like,
yeah.
Oops, that's a jackalope. It's fast. It's scary.
It's like, hi. I'm here to tell you I've exploded your Drillson's ammo with a kick to the butt. Oh, wait, no, I gotta do a different voice because that's Pep. Because of the explosive kick last time.
I'm not rushing. I'm going to get close and try to shoot that awesome.
Hi.
Hey, it's got one less PPC than it had before. I'm in business.
All you've done is solve my overheating issue.
Jesus. So many versions of the awesome are actually awesome. So.
Yeah. It's like
4 PPCs, 38 each cap.
So now that I think about it, does the society get a hold of some? Or the Word of Blake? The Word of Blake one.
The only thing I could say it would be better would be if you put Snub Nose in some cases. Snub Nose are really good guns in general. So,
yeah.
I think there's a version of the awesome with cat-like PPCs.
Cat-like PPCs are also pretty nasty. There is that. You don't do things nicely, let's say. I mean, when the movement report is almost as long as a firing report every once in a while.
Catapult fell over.
Ran
with
him.
Ran with the damage.
Yep, or gyro. Could be either, actually. I make that mistake all the time with gyros.
Oh well.
Yeah, overeating's not as much of a problem. So, arms. This torso this way. There we go. The weirdest position to do it from, but that's what I'm doing. I have to choose the right ammo if I want to deliver minefields. Wouldn't I? Do you see the star header? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But not with all your weapons, because you're in a weird position. The salamander is a weird one. I've seen Elkite use it a whole lot, but I haven't. So I need to figure out how it kind of ticks, since it's a pretty decent fire support unit, it seems. This, then, longbow. Where's the weapons?
How do we end up facing this direction?
Oh, okay. LB10X doing LB10X things. LB10X being kind of mean, but not doing any crits. Okay. Yes, none of those PPC hitting a shoulder. We'll take that. ERPPC blowing up the engine in a jump jet. We'll also take that. And a destroyed center torso. Well, that's a bit more of an issue. You can't survive a destroyed center torso. That is bad. Hollander. Still standing. Still standing. Not by much, but still standing. And longbow dealing 2 LRM-20s worth of damage. Not perfect, but not terrible. Not much on that side. Some mines laid. Flight stabilizer destroyed. Damage, rotor hit. Could be worse. Could be worse. Longbow taking an AG-20 to the chest. Yeah, that changes the things badly. Well, there goes the LB-10X. It's gone now. Okay. Salamander missing completely. Oh, Luke blacked out.
Yeah, I noticed.
He's not dead, but he blacked out.
The funniest part is the thing that took down that helicopter is the prone catapult.
I've seen weirder things happen. Yeah, the Poseidon has a lot of
Arbiter down.
noticed. Yeah. Thunderbolt's getting chewed up, but still not able to get through it. The Ostrov was very dead, is even more dead. The Arbiter, another one that lost an AC, an LB-10X. Oh, and then the SRM-6 is doing some very nasty SRM-6 things. Okay. A little bit of damage on that longbow. Machine gun's not doing much. The awesome hurting one of the Arbiter. Oh, do I see rockets? I see rockets. Foot, imp, engine.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of rockets. And yes, the prone catapult did destroy a warrior. And then the Arbiter fell and destroyed its center torso. Okay. Hey, worse things could have happened. Oh, there's a nice Fury wreck there. Where one of the warriors was, he is now just a Fury hole in the ground.
Is the fire going to end up spreading to the immobile?
No, because it's on clear. If it was in woods, I think things could get bad, but since it's on clear, you should be fine. I'm not gonna kick my own condor. I could, but Allender's left right leg is looking really rough. The Poseidon's having a really hard time hitting things with kicks, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which is random, but can happen. Let's go with
that. Yep. Centurion pilot remains unconscious.
Once you're unconscious, it takes a while for it to properly adjust itself, it seems.
Yeah, it's just using it. If you pass, you wake up.
Yeah.
This is a difficulty 5, and I only seem to be able to roll 4s.
Oops, there is fire that is spreading, though. There is fire that is spreading. But I think it's from that woods. No? Where's the fire spreading? Didn't see much. This one still has the LB-10X. The one that blew up that doesn't have it anymore. Drilson's in an okay shape. one of the both the condors that are still there are in pretty good shape.
Okay, catapult blacked out.
Oh, it fell over and blacked out.
Fell over twice
Ugh.
trying to get up.
That's nasty. It happens, but it's nasty.
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah, no. You just try to run away. At this point, you're too damaged.
I think it might have kicked me again.
Did it? I don't see you as kicked.
Not yet. Alright, trying again. Might have to do the... Yeah, gonna have to do the closeout thing. Alright, I'll be in a
second. Worst case.
Yeah, give me a second.
Worst case, if it doesn't work, I mean, I do need to get ready for work tomorrow at some point. If I want to be able to sleep.
Same issue.
Well, some of us, unfortunately, have a life to live.
Same. Now it got me. Alright, well, I mean, if you want, if we're feeling like continuing this one, you can save where we are and we can proceed on another day.
No, it should be fine. The enemy's already retreating. That they've got pretty much what they wanted to do. They caused issues, and they're going after some of the dropships with the helicopters. So, and I mean, there's enough mines everywhere that you guys are not going to be able to easily follow either. So, we will leave it at that.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I do play against crabs, so I do have to get ready for that one as well. But that shouldn't be too bad. So that's a me tomorrow, probably around noon, creating the mission, the stream file and everything. So it shouldn't be too bad. So I thank everybody for watching. We're gonna leave it at that, and I hope everybody has a very nice rest of their evening. Goodbye.